Hello there, come on inside.
Bula everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are visiting Hotel Oasis in Nadi to see if this is the best budget friendly hotel for you to stay at. Without taking much of your time, let's get started.
The first thing that I noticed while checking in was the key system. Now the keys are pretty old, so if we have a look over here, this is basically the type of lock that you're going to get when you arrive at this hotel. Usually you might be more keen to having a card that you just tap and come inside, but here you have to use this key which goes inside like this, and then you turn it around and it sometimes gets stuck as well. Right off the bat, you can tell that Hotel Oasis is more of a transit hotel rather than a luxurious hotel where you can spend the night at. Let's have a quick tour of the room and see what all we get. So this is the key slot that we have over here, and this basically controls all the electricity, all the power running in the room. Now, one thing we notice is that this key tag over here that we don't get a card. This is the key tag that the key came in. So this key tag goes inside over here, and there are two switches, one for the lighting and stuff and the other for all the other electrical stuffs. So one thing we noticed is that this key tag was not wide enough to cover both of the switches. Now we did ask them for a spare key, but unfortunately we weren't able to get one, so we had to improvise. What we did is that we inserted this wooden key tag somewhat in the middle so that it can trigger both of the switches, and we took the key out of this key tag and attached it to our car key, so that way the air conditioning in the room can be on while we are outside doing some stuff. And this is the room that we have. Now this is the standard room that comes with a standard double bed and one single bed. So this room can sleep 2 adults and 1 child. You guys may already be able to tell that there is nothing much to this room. Now we have our beds over here, our TV over here, our fridge is right over here, you can see. So yeah, it's a very small standard fridge. It's also empty. There is nothing complimentary given to us. One thing that I really hate about this is it's a door, so once you open it or try to close it, it's really noisy. So let me just... Now you do get a small closet over here, but unfortunately with this closet we only get this just came out. I think it's not been screwed in properly, so let me just put this back real quick. So as I was saying, it only comes with a single hanger. I think, I'm not too sure, but maybe you might be able to hang 2 clothes on this. I'm not too sure, but yes, it comes with one hanger, and it also comes with a clothes dryer that looks more like a leather. So basically out in the balcony you can put it like this, slanted, and then you can hang your clothes onto it, and hopefully the sun will dry it up. I do appreciate them having a mirror over here in the wardrobe, because there are some hotels here that do not have mirrors inside their rooms. They only have mirrors inside their washrooms or bathrooms, but it makes it easier if there is a mirror here as well, so that if someone is using the toilet or washroom, then the other person can get ready over here as well. The most shocking thing to me over here is that there is only one power plug available, and that too right by the balcony door. I believe the person sleeping on this side of the bed may have some access to it. You can put your charger over there and put your phone over here, but other than that, there is no other power points in this room. As you can see from that side, there isn't any other power point there. Now it looks like there is a LED light over here right on top of your bed, but we have tried all the switches, but it seems like that LED is not working. We do have a few paintings over here, although I mean they're alright. The other strange bit that I found was, why don't you look for yourself? So there is basically no lights up on the wall. and I spent I spent a few minutes, more than a few minutes, trying to figure out where's the light, how is it going to be bright during night. And then we came across this light over here, which is one small strip of LED at the back of this countertop, and yes, that's basically all the light that you get. Forgot to mention there is one other power point over here, but this is mainly used for the kettle. You can take it out and use it for charging your phone or anything else, but I would not recommend doing that because seeing the condition of this switch, the power board, I wouldn't recommend touching it. I would just leave it like that and use it for whatever they have left it as. Now unfortunately, after playing around with the TV for a while, this is as far as we can get. I tried working with YLAC, or I tried using my knowledge of YLAC and trying to make this work because I didn't want to leave a bad review about this place, but unfortunately the TV works, but the channels are not included. So I'm running a quick search over here, hoping that it's able to pick all the other TV stations available here in Fiji. So it seems like the TV was not programmed, because as you can see now, it has started coming up with channels, it has started identifying channels, and once the search is complete, I hope, fingers crossed, I hope that the TV works, because honestly there is nothing else to do. Two things about the TV that I want to note. First, you do get two remotes, but one of these is for the YLAC one, while the other one is meant for the TV but doesn't work with the TV. So I've tried playing with this for a while, but it just doesn't work. So I don't know what this remote is for, but it's definitely not for the TV. The other thing that I wanted to mention was that there is a HDMI and USB port right on this side of the TV. So if maybe you're a tech geek, or maybe if you are someone who prefers watching movies or something like that, you can bring your own laptop or USB and plug it in over here and enjoy a movie. Note, you do have to bring your own HDMI cable. Before wrapping things about this TV, there is one more thing to say, one more thing to note, that this TV is not a smart TV, so no, you cannot just log into your Netflix and chill, but unfortunately you just have to rely on YLAC on this one. And I think it would have been better if they would have done a better cable management with this. The good thing is that the aircon works perfectly fine. So when we entered the room, the aircon was not on. So when we entered the key, the aircon turned on automatically, and within 5 or 10 minutes it had cooled the entire room. Now it is extremely hot, especially here in Fiji during this time, so this does help a lot. But unfortunately we don't get a remote with this aircon. Now I'm not sure if they forgot to give the remote to us, or maybe there isn't one, but I'll update that later in this video. Don't get me wrong over here, the staff that you meet over here are really friendly, they are really nice. It's just the amenities that are quite limited given the price that you pay. Finally, we move to the one amazing thing about this hotel is the outdoor veranda. I appreciate the mosquito net over here, so maybe if you don't want to use the aircon, you want to feel the natural breeze, you can just open this door up without the fear of any insects, mosquitoes coming inside to your room because of this mosquito net. So let's open this up as well and head outside. I must say we do have quite a view. Now I did think that this was the best thing about the hotel, but unfortunately there is some bird poop over here which hasn't been cleaned. It's just, there are so many things about this hotel that can be done right, but unfortunately they are lacking in it somewhere, one way or another. Now you do get a table with 2 chairs over here, so that's something nice that they have a table and chairs as well. So maybe at night if you want to come out and enjoy the breeze, you can do that as well. I'm not too sure if you might be able to see this in the video or not, but the walls are dirty, so it definitely needs a repainting, because in person when I'm looking at it, it does feel a bit disgusting, to be honest. Anyways, let's move on to the toilet and bathroom area.
As you open the door to the toilet and bathroom, you'll straight away notice that this is a bit small for its size. But I think for the bath, they have done a decent job here, as they do have a hot and cold, and you can also shut the door to prevent any water coming out of it. It may feel a little congested, but like I said, it does the job. The sink is okay, and the overall hygiene of the toilet and bathroom is really good as well. They do have a drawer on top of the sink which doubles as a mirror as well. There is also a small glass shelf for you to keep your toothbrush and other items as well. Also, one thing to note is there is no hair dryer provided. I went down to the reception, they do have an iron that you can borrow, but unfortunately there is no hair dryer. Now initially the face towel that we received was extremely filthy, and there was no way we were gonna use that, so we sent that back to be changed. Also, when I went to get it changed, the staff told me that it was because of the detergent they used that the color faded, but I wasn't buying any of that. We did eventually get a new towel.
It's night time now and we haven't really been around in this hotel. There wasn't really much to do. One thing nice about here is that the pool is open till 11 p.m. So you have ample time to enjoy the pool. It's not a very big pool. It's an okay size pool, I'd say. But yeah, it's open till 11 p.m. so you have ample time to enjoy the pool area. One thing I noticed about this hotel is the network or the reception, the connectivity. We have been to some hotels where the network just drops. There isn't any signals of your carrier on your phone, but the good thing about this place is that you do get some bars of signal over here. I've been using my phone, I've been using the internet ever since I've been here, and it seems to be working pretty well. But if you don't have internet access on your phone, if you don't have data, if you don't have roaming, you don't have to worry about it, because there is also a Wi-Fi available over here. Although we haven't tested the Wi-Fi because our network was working pretty well, so we didn't bother asking them for the password. But nevertheless, those are the two internet options that you get. The other two things that I wanted to talk about was the TV and the aircon remote. So we did end up getting a aircon remote. We had to ask the receptionist for it. She was kind of shocked that there wasn't a remote in the room, but we're not sure what happened over there. But nevertheless, we got the remote. And the other thing I want to talk about is the TV over here. Now, as you can see, the TV is working and it's working perfectly fine. The only issue was that it wasn't programmed. So after programming it, it doesn't take much, but nevertheless, after programming it, it has been running well throughout the night. Now, if you're coming over here and if your TV is not giving any signal, but there is a wireless box over there, you might want to get it checked with the hotel staff. Maybe they forgot to program it, and they should be able to do that for you. One other thing that I just noticed is that there aren't any telephones over here, so you cannot call the reception maybe in the middle of the night or at night if you need something. You don't have the landline available to call the reception. But that being said, there aren't that many services being provided over here as well, so you're basically on your own. The final trick up our sleeves is this. So this is a UV light. It detects any type of dirt or any stains that are maybe on the bed or on the walls, things like that. So we do have some questions about the hygiene of this place, so we're going to test that really quick. So to test this, we're going to switch off all of the lights and then turn on our UV light. Let's have a look over here. So the good thing is that the bed looks actually pretty clean. Let's pull the blankets up and see how the sheets under the blankets are. I think we found something. I think even without the UV light, you might have noticed this. So one thing I'm noticing is that there are some small stains on the bed, but more than the stains, that there is a lot of dust underneath the blanket. I'm not sure how or why it got there. Let's move on to the walls. There's a lot of stains on the walls. Basically shows that this room hasn't really, oh my god, basically shows that this room hasn't really been cleaned that much, and it is in serious need of attention. The coffee area is actually quite messy. There's a lot.
In terms of security, there is a security guard that stays at the hotel premises at night, but I still wouldn't recommend leaving any valuables in your vehicle as it just didn't feel secure enough. The hotel doesn't have any facilities apart from a pool, which I completely understand as this is mainly used as a transit hotel. Well, that was all for today's video, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you would consider staying here if you were on a budget. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.